Okay, once you're in the loop, you want to go ahead and do add a folder. You would name your folder counter and then hit add document, and that'll bring you to this screen here. You want to go to templates, go down to the Indiana residential documents, IAR residential documents, search counter. You'll have a couple different choices. You can look through them and see which one is best suited for your needs. I'm going to use A for this one. And then you'll see it's added in here. So you go into it, you can start editing it. Whatever roles you have filled in for the buyer or the seller should auto input here along with the property address. I don't have any of that information filled in here, but it should auto populate in yours. So you'll just want to hit autofill, and you'll see it didn't fill anything in, but it should on yours. It should fill in the address, township, all of the information that you've already inputted in the loop will show here. If not, just go through it and fill it out. So this is counteroffer number 1. It is, say, 7 p.m. on the 9th. The original purchase agreement was dated for today's dates. We're going to put that in, and then you're going to put the address in. So this is the street address. And then your township, county, zip code. And then your sellers, you want to complete that information here with your seller's full legal name. And your buyers, you will grab that from the purchase agreement. It will have it on line 3. Make sure you include all parties. And then starting at line 8, this is where we're going to write in the terms that we are changing in the agreement. So number 1 would be the new purchase price is to be and then just fill in that blank. Next one, we want to address any of the other terms here. So if your seller decides that he does not want to pay closing costs, that's where we could change that. We could say, for instance, seller to pay 1% or $1,200 in buyer's closing cost. Whatever you want to change about that. We also want to do the closing date. So that's where line 90 and 91 on the purchase agreement, we would change that and put closing date to be 3/6/2019. So you'll notice I just took the wording from the original purchase agreement and applied it to the terms that I would like changed in this counter. And then you just address everything that your seller would like you to change about the purchase agreement. On this document, once you have all of that completely filled in, you would want to come down here, put offer number 1, and when your expiration date is for this. So anything that you feel is suitable with your seller, you could put in here. And then you just want to mark which party you have. So you would have the seller in this instance. And if it hasn't auto-populated, you would want to go ahead and fill in your seller's name here. Once that document is done, you can come up here to save and share. And you would just choose who you would like to share the document with. If it's your seller, it should have their name and address or email address and role as seller, and it should have an option for sharing, and it'll tell you how many places they have to sign